Grand rising, grand diving. Okay, I'm just tripping. I hope y'all all are doing well. Hi to my kindred spirits. And for those who are new, I welcome you too. Yeah, it's another day. The day I'm recording this is Monday, August 5th, 2024. Mm, ain't that be about something? So, uh, again, as I look down, I'm looking at my notes, my talking points, things that came up. Okay. Now, I want to speak on this, that all of my videos has been a development of self-awareness, self-healing based experience and research in order to empower and build on a community. And in order to get to the community part, you must start in the home. And before you can deal with everybody in the home, you must focus on the self. Okay? So there's levels to this awareness, okay? That we have to how can I say, that we need to be aware of, conscious of. You can't, how you say, delve straight into the community or present yourself to a community if you have not dealt with you first. You know, uh, you can't make a public appearance as time has shown us, or past time has shown us. At least that's what I've observed. I feel like sometimes I was put here to observe coming up, that I needed to observe. There are things I needed to learn before I could realize what I need to do. And even now, as I do this, I feel like it prepares me for something. Just like in my youth, well, I'm still, when I was younger, let me just put it that way. I felt like I was being prepared for something. I just always felt that. And feeling different, weird from others outside of this. And it brings us, or it brought me. So I'm bringing us to what it brought me, to realizing great expectation. Let me pull this mic a little closer. All right. So let me read my first thought that I had, jotting down these notes so I can proceed. Okay. So expecting something and getting below average responses, or expecting below average and getting overwhelming responses. And I'm pretty sure, if not all of us, some of us have experienced that in our lives, where you had great expectations for others, great expectations for yourself. What was the, there we go. Some of us have looked upon others and ourselves with below average expectancy. And looking down on ourselves because we didn't have such high expectations, we had some overwhelming responses that were great. We wish you things to ourselves. You probably pat yourself on the back at times. And yes, there were times that I had great expectations for myself and looked down on myself. But for a long time, I looked down with hopes of a better future. I did. And what was that like? There were days I felt ambitious to not give up. But then when those great expectations didn't turn out the way I wanted them, I just gave up. It's like, excuse my German, to hell with it. Who cares? Then I had those days where it didn't even matter anymore. Let me just be today, enjoy this moment, this time, and yielding great results. Why is that? I, well, as I present that experience to you, and it may not apply to everyone. So take this with a grain of salt. Taste it, just taste it. That's what I meant by grain of salt. Just taste it. You might like it. And if you don't like it, in the back of your head, you probably think you got high blood pressure, or you don't want high blood pressure, or it runs in your family. Okay. So then, to each their own is, what I'm saying? So I have come to realize to expect something, but just not to the highest or to the lowest. To just enjoy life and sometimes not have expectations, not to expect. That's why I say to expect them all in the same time of not expecting anything. Because even though people will come to you with stories, with ability, and you admire them so just to be disappointed. That's why if you just remember those experiences of having high expectations or no expectations at all, or not say no, but low expectations for people or yourself, you realize sometimes with the low expectations, there's some fear. With high expectation, there's excitement. Those are how we perceive and process things. And we can change that. We just enjoy the moment. And when you are told something of yourself that you even feel outside of your boundary, sometimes you expect that to happen for you. Like, when is it going to happen? And you're waiting patiently, patiently, patiently. Baby, like, what the heck am I waiting on? Like, what is this? So in your eyes, you see it that way. You see it because you're so in the back of your mind that already imagined something else. When others might see it different. I sometimes experience that. Like, people look at me or perceive me to be something greater than what I see in myself. And I'm looking in the mirror. I'm looking at the woman in the mirror. Wondering what are these like? Look at their eyes. What I'm not seeing. Those who have low expectation for you, check you. What they really don't know. They really do. They just looking at an outer shell and people they know. Maybe they knew someone similar to you or think that you're compared to someone similar that they knew or know and think that you're going to turn out with no expectation. So let me say, the act is first in the mind before we set out to achieve it. It's in everybody's mind of how you perceive it first, how you imagine it, what you think it's going to be like. And you're setting yourself up and gearing yourself up to meet the expectations you imagine. It's not that you cannot achieve it. It is actually the act of prepping for what you see in your mind. So if you see this person winning the race and you go out there and just run and lose, then you have to ask yourself, did you prepare yourself for that race? Was you prepared for that? So it's still not at a loss. But also, too, are you preparing for something that really isn't meant for you? Is this something in your genetics? Do you have the health for it? The mindset? Is your heart in it? Is this your passion? Because sometimes, not all the time, because there are some people who may not be passionate about certain things, but are able to still achieve it. But even those people know their limits. Doesn't mean to say you can't. You just have to be honest with yourself and know, oh, I'm not going to do it. That's not my interest. That's not my passion. I know my limits. I am not about to jump off the cliff and think that I'm going to land on my feet. Now, I might jump off the side of a curb and know I'm going to land on my feet. But I am not about to jump off Mount Everest and think I'm going to land on my feet. Now, if somebody can do that, more power to them. And you got to know your limits, your desires, what you're capable of, no matter what you imagine. You might see someone jump off Mount Everest and land on their feet, and then even try to imagine yourself doing it. But are you really ready to prepare for that task? And some of you are probably saying, yeah, if it's possible, I'll prepare for it. Go right ahead. Ain't nobody stop. I'm just saying, it's okay to know your limits. Do you hear me? It's okay. That does not make you less of a man. And for a man who don't want to look like a fool in front of a woman, why not first ask the woman when you know this is something you're only doing out of a challenge? And allow her to help talk some sense into you. And for the woman who's trying to look good for the man, if it's not meant for you, it's not meant for you. But what is for you will come. I'm not going to continue to flaunt myself in front of someone who really wholeheartedly deep down is not going to treat me well, no matter how much he pretends and how long he pretends, before I find out he wasn't really in it with me to win it. America, especially, wear masks, pretend. Y'all are good for the drama, really good for the drama. How I know? I'm here. I can't speak about no other country, and I'm not going to try to, just based on the people who come from those countries with certain expectations. And instead of expecting, just observe, listen, pay attention. And for those who are being observed, reflect, pay attention, listen. Hold on just a second. Apologies for the interruption. Um, so you really have to be real with yourself, America. Stop wearing this mask, trying to get in where you can fit in. Aren't those times over? Aren't y'all tired of having to work hard to be a part of something that's not you? This vessel right here is a world within itself. I especially know that. Time spent alone, hours, days, reflecting, thinking, feeling the emotions, dealing with the emotions. And here I am today knowing what is it I'm not admitting about the life I've been. Going into details over the internet about my ups and downs, my trials and tribulations within my personal life and my family. That's probably about it. And I don't come here to showcase that. And if somebody showcase anything about me, that's them showcasing it about me, not me, to y'all. So do you have the truth? So then that leads you to think anybody else showcasing and talking about somebody else's life and that person didn't give them permission, and they're just up here telling you stuff from hearsay or from what they've seen from afar or what they heard on here. I kind of sometimes wonder and ponder about the information other people share when they do commentary on somebody else's life. Except for what, if they didn't write the book, if I didn't write the book about me, then what do you got? Except for what somebody else tell you. And how do you know what's being reported or commentated, that's a word, about me is true? Correct. This is what y'all call America. People chasing a bag. A bag of what? Excuse my term. Okay, I'm not going to use your term. A bag of boo-boo. A bag of somebody else's hair and eyelashes. A bag of dirt that you build a house on. That if you make the wrong decision can burn down. Or if not built right or in the right place, can be in the trail of Mother Nature to destroy. Chasing a name brand, a Lexus, a Maybach, or whatever people, Land Rover, and all that other kind of things. Yes, I've had a Land Rover. I've had the opportunity to have some name brands. I realized they were there that day, gone the next. I don't even have them things anymore. Because I grew to realize they either depreciate, get destroyed, something happens, you get bored, and you want more. But me, I said I look for more. I've come to realize how to downsize and appreciate it for the moment. You got to appreciate you for the moment. That's what all of this is all about. Well, no, it's not. Oh, okay. So the use and uses of the imagination is like what some of you call magic, miracles. If you can perceive it, you can achieve. Have you ever heard that before? If you can perceive it in your imagination, you can make a declaration and bring it into a man infestation. In an infested man land. When for real, the land never belonged, the land never belonged to the man. If you overstand, because in order to get access to that, it took a wound, and that's you. That is the truth. Just because you never heard it before, it's never been talked about, don't make it nonsense. And because I'm just gonna say, when you stop again, you recognize if you've heard 16 my videos before, stop comparing yourself and your life to other people and just live yours. For whatever you were meant to be, you got to go inside to see and stop looking outside. Everything else that you lose focus of you trying to protect. Tap into the inner child because people think, oh, as I get old, there's no use for me. First of all, if you perceive yourself getting old, that lets you know, me know, you don't plan on taking care of yourself. And you allow people to place numbers on you. People ask me how old you are. Excuse me, can we correct that? How young I am? Because I don't feel old. Yeah, I feel some aches and pains here and there. But think about what I've done to my body. Stuff that I do. What am I doing? Am I taking care of it? And when I feel them aches and pains, which I have, I and reflect and think and do some research and try to figure out how can I and medication, prescribed medication. Now, if there comes a time where I have to use it, perhaps. But in the meantime, in between time, like when stuff get really painful, you can't take the pain. Because they don't have anything natural for that. I'm like, just stop this pain, get me something. You know what I'm talking about? I'm being realistic. Okay? Because I've been in those positions, especially when you're giving birth. You just all over the place. Okay? You can't think straight. So, for those, my elders, who've been existing in this dimension longer than me, who almost like masters, if you're living well without worries. But for those who are and can't figure it out, you still have that inner child. The inner child who has never died, who grew up with you, who hasn't forgotten about you. And from time to time, in your most private place, you may have thought about your childhood. Thinking that people expect you to act like an adult. Adult. And what true is true. And how are we here being distracted by all the distractions to stay off our path to develop spiritual powers? Balance out the spiritual life as well as the physical life to become our powerful self. Are we supposed to be at a stage in our life where we can recognize and see when evil is around us and do something about it to protect ourselves and family? Are we at that stage? So now that comes to societal norms and abnormals. How has it affected us? What's the effects? And what you gonna do about it? Because we're so worried about the world getting it together. Do you personally have it together? Why are you so concerned with everyone else but you? Be about your own business. For there's work to be done. You're so caught up in the wrong things. I look around at people and, they're making a big deal off of some shoes, some red dots that will outlive you if you took care of them and the way you worship them and mount them, or may not outlive you. Why are we concerning ourselves with illusions? The dream world. Don't our dreams, or correct me if I'm wrong, for those who pay attention to when they go to sleep and have dreams, do you wake up wondering what it means because it has left a physical impression, a mental, emotional impression on you? What does it do for you? Now, what about beliefs? To me, beliefs are what you think and not know to be the truth. You think they are the truth, but you really don't know. Because when asked if I believe something exists when I've never seen it, and tell you that I do believe it, then I'm just lying. To be like Eve, accept something I don't know, and then lie and say, I do. Do I believe in me? Yes. But to believe in knowing someone that I've never met, no, I don't believe in it. I hear the stories you tell. I'm excited for the stories you tell until I talk to them and hear their thoughts and get my own perception. Disbeliefs are what you're being surprised to, but think it is false. When the truth is right there in front of you and you don't believe it. You got the receipt, you got the proof, and still disbelieve what you see. When Maya Angelou said, when they show you who they are, believe them through your observation, your own. As I tell people, this is such and such and such and such happened, and such and such. But don't believe me. Do your own research. Make sure you check it out for yourself so you will know and not just have belief or a belief system that teaches you to believe in something you've never come in contact with. Am I telling you about your belief systems? I'm just literally giving you holistic ideas of how to self-heal. Being relatable, realizing your achievements and accepting that which are not achievable or meant for you. Be relatable. Be you. Relate to you. Then you're able to relate to others. I spent some time in my life observing, listening, paying attention, being observed, being heard, paying attention. And they told me some truth. Their truth. Some It is okay. Some of them are just opinions. Some of them are some good observation. It's okay. You know, why gotta be stiff up the behind when people speak their truth or their opinion? Okay. So all of this I say to you, I'm saying it to myself. What about fearing being alone? A lot of people, I have spoke to a lot of people, they don't like to be spend time by themselves. They feel like they go crazy. Who told you that? Something you believe you were told. It's just that you probably get bored. You done gotten used to out of habit being around, being able to say something, see somebody, talk to somebody. For me, the long periods of being alone has taught me to deal with me and my BS, my patience with me. Why is that thing? People who are locked away in institutions sometimes have come out to be great and you form them by being in institutions, being alone. You have no problem being alone, but someone else will look at you. That's they are you to judge me? Are you greater than me to think that's a problem? Because you can't. I found out that most of the time I focus in what's for the spirit. That's why I'm always saying we're spiritual beings having human experiences and not the other way around. Because if it was the other way around, why isn't this human physical body live on forever? Mhm. The minds, they come to certain type of sickness and you're not here. Mhm. Mhm. Connect with which maybe an illusion, making meaning of the illusions and dreams of our human earthly experience, and realizing that nothing lasts long. You're able to be tempted with earthly illusion. People listening to the extreme. And I'm just still wondering if this dream of mine that sometimes is unpleasant. Oh, I mean, even if you love your red bottoms and in your Lexus or your BMWs or your Maseratis and stuff like that, you ever get bored and wonder if you can live a different life, just to be able to jump dimensions and go through portals, experience life different. Take on a vessel in a room in the experience of the of the breath. Only you, only you, that world for yourself. Do you fear? Fear is an emotion just to let you know you're still alive. Haven't you heard that before? I wonder. I welcome you, your feedback, and what you think of all of this madness, this dysfunction, some of you call it. Or just let me think of what you think beautiful and wondrous is birth means. I welcome you. I dare you. I dare you, would you? All right. It's been nice. Thank you for visiting me at my place. Do come again. I welcome you. Please invite a friend. Send her this video as an invite. Send him this invite. Or invite them over. Let them in. I dare you. That sounds spooky. Anyway, that's all. Greetings. I'm AnitaYarbrough. I'm a Master Certified NLP practitioner dedicated to empowering individuals such as yourself to transform their lives through holistic healing, life coaching, and counseling. And today, yes, I'm excited. I'm excited to share with you my signature program, which is designed to help you unlock your purpose and align with your true self. Our program, Transformative Healing, a metaphysics and NLP approach towards self-discovery and authentic living, is a transformative journey that combines metaphysical insights with neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP techniques, to help you overcome challenges and discover innate abilities to heal and transform relationships with yourself and others, as well as establish healthy boundaries. My key components are: 1, self-authentication based healing. This module focuses on understanding the importance of healing and self-authentication and leading a purposeful life. You'll learn to balance your light and dark psyche. Use mental and emotional coping techniques and gain self-acceptance through positive self-talk. 2. Lifestyle-based healing. In this module, you'll learn how to tap in to natural survival resources and follow intuitive influences to create a new lifestyle. You'll replace unwanted habits with better practices, identify stress triggers, and understand influences affecting your lifestyle choices. 3. Communication-based healing. This module teaches you to express and communicate your thoughts and feelings effectively. You'll learn to listen to your true voice, creatively express your imagination, and communicate commands to your subconscious mind for positive change. And 4. Community-based healing. The final module focuses on transforming community dynamics. You'll learn to manifest your needs and wants, recognize patterns for better change, identify individuals of influence, and create a space that fosters peace and harmony. Our program is designed to help you evolve to a new level of self-authentication in this new upcoming paradigm. Now, are you ready to embark on this transformative journey with me? Please join our program today and unlock your true potential. I welcome you back, and I look forward to speaking with you. So get ready. On your march, set, to, go. Thanks for sitting with me.